Hello everybody and welcome to what could potentially be our final episode of the season and potentially our final episode in charge of FF Jaro. Now, the reason it could potentially only be the final episode of the season is because we don't know what's going to go on with the Cup, which is in between this game and the next one. There's going to be some amount of episodes today, I'm not quite sure how many, but I just want to get through this first game now so I can figure out what's going on. So, team is exactly the same as the last time out. Let's submit it and let's get a move on because I just want to know what's going on with this Cup. They've got a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder, a more defensive variant of our formation. Let's go out there. Let's passionately say we've been on a good run lately. Oh, that was quite good. Got 4 good reactions there. Let's kick on. Let's get underway and let's see what comes of this game. We've got a throw in early on. Herman, Malolo. We're working it nicely. And, well, Malolo knocks across to Ronco. He's a long way out. He gives it to someone out on the left. Can he find a cross? He tries to, but it's blocked. Ronco retains possession, though. He gets absolutely rammed through at the back, but it's no foul. It was a good challenge. Yagubi's running up to our team. They managed to get across cross, and Alejandro strikes. And what I thought was going to be our chance results in them going 1-0 up in the first minute. Not good. Not a good start. Alejandro scores, and it's 1-0. Now, he is a cracking striker. He's one of the better strikers in the league. I think he actually might be the top goal scorer. 17 goals this season is a ridiculous return, but you still can't concede in the first minute to him. Well, we've got a highlight here. Lindahl on the ball, receiving it from a goal kick. Can we please try and find an early equaliser so that we can focus on getting the 3 rather than the 1 point? We've tried to play it forward, but it's far too far in front of Mbomba, who, even if he had 20 pace, he wouldn't have reached that. And they're going to look to try and build out from the back, and, well, it looks like they're doing it quite well, which is annoying. Yagubi plays it out, and Sambu's on the ball. There's a reason these are top of the league, but we put in a good challenge to stop that, and it fades out immediately after. Weird highlight, but we'll take it. It's a good stop from us, and they don't get to have a shot. They've got a corner here. Tapinen's going to put it in. They hit the bar. Atakayi clears. It's another close effort, but we managed to keep it out again, and we have a throw-in. Sunderman out to this left-hand side. Tries to find Seedorf, who can't win the ball. He's just not a physical player in that regard. And they're back in possession again. They're looking to run through. Yagubi's on it, plays it out left to Patron, and he puts in a cross. We just about keep it clear, but Seedorf's header, his flick on, not good. They've just managed to claim the ball. Whose favour is this highlight in as Lindahl's back on the ball? And it looks like it's going to be us. Eriksson, extremely deep, lumps it forward. Absolute waste of possession there from Thomas Eriksson, of all people. But now they're back in the ball, in the world's longest highlight that's yet to come to anything. I think it's going to be in their favour now as they run forward. They play a ball over the top, and he scored again. He scored again, Alejandro. It's not good. It really isn't. 18 goals of the season for him. They are 2-0 up. Still time left. We've came back from being 2 goals down before, but it's not a great start. It's tough. Well, there's a highlight here, and they're back on the ball, and Alejandro's on it again. He's looking for a first-half hat-trick at this rate. He plays it forward. Sambu, running at our goal, he strikes. It's a good save from Katunen, who, to be fair, 2 goals have gone past him. I don't think he's had a bad game, if we're being honest, at least not so far. He's not done any catastrophic mistakes. They were just good finishes, and they've got a very good striker, especially for this level. Probably the best striker in the league, based on just sort of the statistics of the whole situation. Aggressive. Show me something else. An hour in, we're playing utterly garbage. So, I'm going to make 3 changes. Moilanen isn't one of them. I don't know why he's on the pitch. Go away. We're bringing on Chenkum, we're bringing on Yakonen, and we are bringing on Peterson. And we're going for a triple change. We're changing a lot of attackers. The only one staying on is Seedorf, and hopefully this can inspire something, as they now have a free kick. O'Shaughnessy is on it, which is a beautiful name. Plays it out to Sambu on this left-hand side, and well, their pass backwards is poor. Yakonen pounces on the loose ball. He's running forward. He goes for an early cross, finds Chenkum perfectly, who strikes. And well, I said I wanted it to inspire something. We immediately score a goal. 2 of the substitutes combining. Yakonen here, his ball over the top to Chenkum is absolutely wonderful. And, well, look at it. It's absolutely pinpoint. Picks out Chenkum perfectly. It's a good bit of control. It's a very well-taken finish. It's 2-1. Still time to claw this back. Let's just put another one in the back of the net. Well, they've got the ball. Herman's just gone completely through Sambu, but they've retained possession here. If we can win this back, maybe another attack for us. We're closing down the ball. Not able to win it back yet, though, as Yagubi's on it. Plays forward to Jordan. Rubino, who strikes from a long way out, and it's a very good goal. There's no other way to put it. Rubino with a wonderful goal there, or Rubinho, I guess, because it's got the H. But it's just a very well taken shot from outside the box. There's nothing else really to say. He was left quite open. Lindahl, I think that's Sunman actually. Sunman was a little bit far off of him, and he shouldn't even been the person there anyway. That should Ronco, if anyone. But, well, it puts them 3-1 up, and we've got another 2-goal deficit to overcome. But for how long? As Malolo gives it to Herman. Peterson in the centre gets brought down, and we will have a penalty. Who the hell is on penalties? Herman. What? Herman's going to step up to take the penalty. He strikes and it goes in. Wonderful. Great job, Herman. Yeah, definitely knew you were on penalties. That's why you're taking them, right? I knew that. Yeah, definitely confusing. But it's straight down the middle. You can't fault it. It was literally straight down the middle. It's back to 3-2. There's a highlight again. Come on, let's get something from this game. We've battled on so well. They play it all the way back to their keeper. They're going to look to build out from the back, and they're going to take their sweet time to do it. As well, Sambu's on the ball, looking to charge forward here. Knocks it across. Parala on the... No. Highlights go in the wrong direction here as they're charging forward. Oh, that's a great ball out wide. They knock it in. And Alejandro bags his hat-trick. That was a wonderful ball out to the left-hand side. Sometimes you've just got to sit back and just say, yeah, they did well. And I think this is one of those times. Rubinho on it here. And he passed it across to Yagubi, who... I mean, look, that's just brilliant. It's straight in behind Herman. Petronen puts in the cross and finds Alejandro's head. He's a good striker. Like, there's not much else to say. He's a very, very good striker. But we've got a free kick here. Herman's going to take, and as always, Herman's free kick flies over the bar because he doesn't score them. Well, another late highlight is in their favour. Petronen throws forward, and, well, we're pressuring well. They slide it all the way back to their keeper. No chance of us winning that ball, but we do win that one. Chenkum's now on it. Can he find a pass forward? He goes backwards first to Malolo. Back to Chenkum. Forward to Peterson. Can he pick out Sadov maybe in the box? No. Ronco. Back to Malolo. There's men in the box. We just need to find the ball through to them. The killer ball here is all we're lacking. We go over the top. We pick out Sadov on this left flank. We're going to go for a cross. No, can't get anything from it. Malolo back to Peterson, and that is a wonderful finish. Peterson's first goal of the season. Minutes remain, and we've brought it back to 3-3. What a shot on the turn, on the volley. Absolutely sublime. You really cannot fault this at all. It's excellent. Malolo nods it down. It's not actually on the volley, but it is on the turn. It's a very well taken shot. 4-3. The potential for us to snatch something from this game is still on. 5 minutes of added time, and they are flying by. No, we've not got anything yet. There are 25 seconds. We have the ball. Ykkönen on it. Come on, please. Ykkönen, forward. Malolo. Come on, again. Peterson. Across, maybe? Forward, Herman. Just whip it in. Just whip it in from there. Go. No. This is underwhelming, isn't it? This is just going to be, yeah, that's just going to be that. Annoying, really. Well, it's not really. We've battled very well, and these are top of the league. They're a wonderful team, and an Alejandro hat-trick, who's probably the best striker in the league, sees them to the victory. Now, we have the cup to figure out. Look at them. They're ridiculous. 24 goal difference. Like, we're not second anymore. That's annoying. But I'm going to go figure out what's going on in the cup, and we will either be back for the semi-final of the cup or the second to last game of the season. Let's find out. So, here we are then, and as you can tell, we are here for the league game, which means we didn't succeed in the cup. Just to show you real quick, we won the first game 2-0. It was a fairly straightforward affair, and, well, the second game we went out 2-1. Actually, let me show you this goal. It was ridiculous. So basically, in the first half, they pumped a lot of long-range shots at our net, probably about 5 or 6, and this one just happened to work out for them. It's a very well-taken strike, it's got to be said, but the amount that they took makes it look, well, ridiculous. And also, we missed a very late penalty in the 83rd minute, which is even more annoying, to be honest. But it does mean we're out of the cup in the quarter-final. It's a shame, really. It would have been nice to have a cup run, but we've got 2 league games here to focus on. By the way, if you're wondering, yeah, I've changed clothes. It's actually a different day. I did that yesterday, and by the time I got to the end of the cup, I was just tired, so it's a different day. That's why I've changed. I've not changed specifically just to confuse you. But, well, this is the team we're going for. A few changes. Magnussen's in at left back due to a suspension on Sunderman. He picked that up in the cup. Other than that, we don't need Yunus Muse in there. Ronco was literally dying. He had, no fitness. We'll bring him back into the side. Let's go. Come on. I don't know. This could very well be our second to last ever game in charge of Jaro. It honestly depends what happens in the preseason. let's go out there. Let's enjoy it. Let's have some fun. And let's say that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Go and have some fun tonight. One player liked it. Magnussen. Magnussen loved it. Good job. Team picked itself, sure. Well, we've got an early throw in here. Herman tries to find Eriksson, but can't, and they are now in possession of the ball. They lump it up, and Marcus Paolo is absolutely running at our keeper. Katunen makes a good save, and Nurmos manages to get it clear. And, well, we're in possession here. Seedorf rushing forward with it. Can he pick out a man? He finds Atakayi. The strike is well saved. And, well, for a second, I thought that was going to be a good goal for them, to be honest. They absolutely split our defence, but Katunen with a good save and Nurmos with a good clearance nearly inspired a positive counter-attack for us. Well, there's a highlight here. Their goalkeeper's just cleared the ball up as Lindahl heads down. Seedorf's on it. Takes on his man very well. Strikes again from a long way out, but the keeper with another good save. Both have been pretty much straight at him, and he's just been able to catch them with relative ease, to be honest. He's not been put under too much pressure and too much difficulty, despite the saves he has made. But this is pretty much going to take us straight into half-time. It's 0-0. It's not been the most action-packed game, although there has been highlights. Let's say, assertively, unlucky. A couple of players liked it. Not good enough. Oops. Second half, though. Let's kick on and let's see what we can get out of this game. So, we are 61 minutes in, and I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to bring on Felix Chankum up top from Bomber and just try and see if we can, snatch a late winner, to be honest. It's still 0-0. We've not seen any of the second half yet. And as I say this, we've got a free kick. Eriksson strikes, but their keeper makes a good save. We maintain possession of the ball, but Chankum is offside. Meaning, well, we don't maintain possession of the ball. They get a free kick. 10 minutes left to go then, and we're still level at 0-0. We've seen nothing really from them all game, apart from that early chance on the break that they had. But, a couple more changes. Jökonen and Peterson on for Eriksson and Atakayi. Just a couple of late changes to try and inspire some sort of goal, something to put us in the lead. And, well, there's a throw in here. If we can maybe win this back, there's a chance. We could have, well, a chance of our own. But they put in the cross. They head, and it goes in. Hostika heads into the back post, and in the 86th minute, Magnussen's beaten to the ball in the air, and it's given them the lead, and, well, it's likely that could be a winning goal. Still a little bit of time left to play. There's still a chance maybe for an equaliser, but, yeah, as you can see, he's just beaten to the ball with his head, and you can't really fault him as a fullback. Like, they're not known for their heading, really, as a position, but, well, this looks like it's going to wrap it up. It's 1-0 to them currently, and it's highly unlikely that anything's going to really develop to level this up. But Ronco tries it. He pumps the ball forward. Chankum's on it, but he is offside. And I think we could all see that before the ball was even kicked, to be honest. But, well, this is going to wrap up the game, and it's going to be a disappointing 1-0 defeat in potentially, as I've said, potentially our second to last game in charge of the club, which is upsetting. And, well, we've had a repeated Lindahl situation there, where their player just takes ages to kick a ball, but Nurmos had a good game to his credit. Lindahl wasn't bad either, to be fair. He was doing well until they scored. But say I'm not happy with the result. Let's fire him up and let's get ready to go into this game. FC Inter are rubbish. We can lock. Well, they're already locked in actually to the relegation playoffs. Maybe if we can pick up a good win here, it'd be quite a positive way to end the season. So here we are then. It is time for what could potentially be our last game in charge of FF Jaro. It's a sad thing to say, so I'm not going to dwell on the fact. We're just going to get into the game. I don't even know if it will be, to be fair. Everything depends on what happens in this pre-season. It depends on the offers available to us. It depends what happens with Jaro, how we can try and progress them. Worth noting, by the way, Rasanen and Ojanen are in. Herman suspended, and Nurmos obviously has that injury, which we've touched on. He's been a tremendous servant to the club. Okay, sure. Sorry, that was weird. It just sort of hung there for a second. But, yeah, it entirely depends on what happens in this pre-season. But I just want to go out there. I want to play this last match, and I want to pick up 3 points. Well, we've got a throw in here. Sundman's going to take. Gives it to Seedorf, who's on the edge of the area. He strikes. It's a good save from Alexanderson Olsen, which is a fantastic name. But, well, we've had an early chance here. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. You can't fault that. Well, we've got a throw in here again, but they managed to cut it out. Ademi puts in a cross. Zeka tries to head across and does so, and Rekstrom manages to strike early, and he gets assisted by Zeka there, and it all came from just giving the ball away from a throw-in. Rasanen takes it incredibly poorly. Why he would sort of, I don't know, there's men here in so much space, and he just doesn't choose to go for them. And, well, this pass across the face of goal was very easy for them to sort of get to. They were relatively well unmarked. The entire right side of our defence this season hasn't played much football, so it is going to cause problems. We have a free kick here. Eriksson strikes. It's cannons off of the keeper. Oh, I'd love a Thomas Eriksson free kick. Oh, come on, please, give me one. They've got a goal kick here. And, well, they're looking to pump it up. If we can win this ball, we might be able to counter-attack. And, well, Eriksson's on it, knocks it across to Malolo, and we're looking to try and build a good attack here. The two central midfielders passing it around well, but the ball up from Malolo, not good. He finds it again, though, and gives it to Atakai. This time it's placed well, and we're working it nicely. Sundman on the left-hand side, he whips it across. Chenkum tries to get up to it, but can't. But he is brought down for a penalty, or he's pushed away in the box. Eriksson's going to step up to take it, and he's saved. Bugger. Have we seen him miss a penalty so far? I think that's the first one we've seen him miss. That's annoying. Half-time's here then, and we've been the better team by far, apart from in the scoreline, which is, annoyingly, the only thing that matters. So, show me something else in the second half. Let's go. We've had a penalty, which was saved. So, our luck needs to turn around at some point, right? 67.5 minutes in then, so I'm going to make a change. I'm going to bring on Mbomba for Chenkum. See if we can get anything out of him, to be honest. And then Yakonen as well for Atakai. Just make that double change and see what effect it can have on the team. Well, the last few minutes of this game are absolutely flying by, and we're not seeing any of it. And it looks like we are going to pick up a 1-0 defeat in the final game of the season, and I think this is the first highlight of the second half. So, well, that about sums that up. And it's a disappointing 1-0 defeat where we had most of the play, but we weren't clinical enough. We couldn't put the ball into the net. We missed a penalty, and, well, I'm going to have to get aggressive and say I'm far from pleased. Rasanen had a mare, obviously. His error led to the goal. But that wraps up this season. And, well, I don't think we've been bad by any means. We've finished in 8th, which is a huge, huge improvement on last season. 11 points clear of the relegation playoffs. Would have been nice to push a little bit higher up, but that is still such a huge step forward, considering where we were, where last season we couldn't win a game. You know, we only picked up 6 wins all season. We've doubled that. We picked up 23 points, I think, as well, and we've doubled that as well on 46. And, well, I think the thing that sums it up best is our defensive record, which is significantly better than it was, conceding the second least goals in the league compared to last time out. That's insane. So, MP, by the way, were rubbish. They got a minus 55 goal difference. That's nuts. What? No wonder they went down. Awful. But we've had a good season, and it's been good. I don't know what's going on here, so I don't know. I need to go and play through pre-season. I need to go and see what offers are available to us. I need to figure out whether we're staying, whether we're going. If this is the final episode in charge of Jaro, I've really enjoyed managing at this club. It's definitely been sort of the biggest roller coaster of a club we've been at so far in the save. Obviously, we started off, we were aiming to get the mid-table halfway through a season. We did that successfully, and then we went on to win the league. And everything was going very, very well. And then we had last season, where we just couldn't win a game. We were getting offers from clubs left, right, and centre saying, come and manage us because we're not in the relegation playoffs. And we stuck with the RO, and we managed to survive in the most dramatic of circumstances. And to see it sort of turn around this season, it's very rewarding. And that's what you get when you stick with your team, you know? You get that reward of saying, look, we were rubbish and we've built out of that. And it's been really nice managing this team. There's a lot of players in it as well that are really sort of, you know, stuck to me. The obvious one is obviously Thomas Eriksson, who has, someone commented this the other day, when is he going to increase his star rating? He is finally a 2-star player. So we can be happy for him to at least get that before we leave. If we leave. So I've actually already recorded the outro. I don't know where I'm going to slot this in, but the end of season rewards are in. Player of the season, Thomas Eriksson, followed by Tobias Lindahl and Jonas Sundman. Those are 3 names I really like to see because they're 3 names that have been here for a while. Thomas Eriksson obviously resonated a lot with me in this side. Probably my favourite player we've used on this save so far. I love a good attacking midfielder that can just bang a free kick, that can bang a long shot, that can facilitate the play well. And he was exactly that. He's a wonderful player. Goal of the season also goes to Thomas Eriksson. Signing of the season actually goes to Pettersson, which kind of surprises me. But then again, I don't know who else it would have been, because we had predominantly the same side as last season. There weren't any new signings, really. Young player of the season obviously goes to Thomas Eriksson. Let's take a look at this goal and see what's happening with it. So, Nurmos is on the ball here, gives it to Malolo, and we're looking to try and work it. Eriksen's on it from outside the box, he smashes it, and it just floats into the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal, it's very well taken. It's obviously not quite on the same level as Seedorf's from last season, but a very good goal nonetheless. It's wonderful to see him up there, and well, Thomas Eriksen getting a lot of plaudits. If we take a quick look at the stats, Sjoen Seedorf was our top goal scorer, Tobias Lindahl with our highest average rating, Thomas Eriksen with the most assists, Abed Malolo with pass completion. Most player of the match awards is split between Nurmos, Eriksen and Seedorf. Sort of a defender, a midfielder and an attacker there, which is nice to see. Most yellow cards is Ronco and most red cards is Abed Malolo and Serge Atakai. I don't think you guys saw Atakai's red card because it was in a cup. So that happened. He got sent off. But, well, actually, while we're here, we'll take a quick look at the league and see sort of where we rank up here. I don't know where I'm throwing this in, by the way, because, like I said, I've recorded the outro. But Sjoen Seedorf actually very much up there for the top goal scorers with 12 goals. He was up and about it. He was competing, which is nice to see. Nobody else on our team really hanging around there. Thomas Eriksen up there on assists as well. Well, he's done well for himself. He's tied for third. And what about this, which is actually this one down here, which is actually average rating, but it's broken. Do we have anyone on here? Thomas Eriksen is in 5th. Tobias Lindahl is in 7th. We are really... It's a good side. It is a really, really good side. And I'm glad that they're sort of getting a bit of recognition for the good work that they've done. Part of me really doesn't want to leave, but if there's an opportunity to progress to say further, I mean, I didn't want to leave Torslander either. And that, in a way, led us here. I don't know, I've enjoyed managing at this club. It's been great. And if we do end up here for another season, it's certainly not a bad thing. But, let's see where the save takes us. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this season. I hope you've enjoyed this save. I hope you've enjoyed, or you are enjoying this save. It's not over yet. I hope you've enjoyed this season. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you are enjoying the save. There we go. And yeah, leave any feedback in the comments below. What do you want to happen next season? Like I've said before, it won't have an impact, but I'm intrigued to know. Leave any comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you all tomorrow. Let's find out where we'll be. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.